Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Is everything working? Am I dying? Am I not dying? Is everything okay? Please tell me everything's working fine. Anyways. No, I didn't do the thing I need to do. Hang on!
My potted plant on the porch has died again. I was
Oh, hush
watering
up,
it every
Sheila.
day. Ugh, don't tell me I overdid it this time. My potted plant on the porch has died again.
Double audio. Oh, hush up. YouTube. It's not how you spell YouTube. YouTube. I'm intelligent.
Ugh, don't tell me I overdid it this time. My potted plant on the porch.
Oh no! Double audio! I don't want my stream manager, I just want my stream. Hello, Lucy. Ow! I just smacked myself in the nose. My snoot was violently booped. Anyways, hello and welcome back to Genshin Impact. I'm feeling a lot better than I was last week. Even though like things haven't exactly gotten better, I'm just in a more stable mental place. So I apologize for that in advance, or I apologize for last week being such a short stream. Second off, this is for everybody who enjoys seeing everything that I pull. Y'all have been enjoying. Well, I hope y'all have been enjoying it. So first and foremost, I initially lost the 50-50 and pulled Mona. I haven't actually tried to use her, but I think she might be decent. But for now, we're just going to kind of leave her be. She is cute, though. I like the way she looks. Doesn't she have a wardrobe thing? Yeah.
These garments echo the
Oh, wait, is she back here? Yes, she is. I have my first C6. She is fully CC'd out. I pulled so many... I had such a hard time getting Effie. Like, it was bad. But I did manage to pull Effie. She is a cute little chef, and I adore her. And look at her little demon tail. I just wish I could hear more of her Scottish accent. Also pulled Aoife, and Aoife has been at least 2 times seed. Auroron's almost 6 seed. I pulled so many out of that entire pull section. And now we run into the next big issue that I have. So this material right here is boss material. You have to use it you have to fight bosses to get it so you can ascend your characters to the next level of stars so that their level cap can increase. This one for Vanessa, almost called her Vanessa. This one for Effie. And this one for Aoife. They're all bosses I haven't fought yet. Actually, wait. There's one other character. I swear there was another character I got that has that requirement, and I cannot remember what it is, and I need Chester's help, please! Ah, she's busy. Probably. But I think that's it for characters I pulled. I don't think I pulled anybody new beyond what I showed up. Wait, it's you. No, it's not. This child is strong. One-handed. Yeah, no, that's it. So now, hopefully, when Skirt comes around, I'll have more variety to show off for my characters. And it won't just be me mashing buttons with RLA. So first and foremost, I need to activate this map. Because we're going to do boss fights to start off with, and then the rest of this is just going to be Natlin. Because I want to do Natlin now. I need to go this way. It's going to experience a little bit of lag because I have not actually been over here in any capacity. I don't know what that is. Oh, right. I can indwell another. I can indwell this thing. It's so cute. Ooh. Ooh, I like this one. Indwelling. Also, I'm at an impasse for pulls. Oh, this is why I didn't want to explore this area. I knew for a fact this was going to happen. Oh, chosen of dragons. The sacred mountain lies before you. If that is chosen of dragons, enter the sacred mountain. Oh, this looks horrible. My homeland is on fire. No. One of the things I definitely need to do, though, is to beat Bedtime Story as well. Rawr. Look at a little beat. You saw the same stuff you did when you first arrived in Natlin Midbeat. And some strange images. You saw some strange words before. Paimon didn't see anything, so she can't be sure, but might they be written by the same person? But this time you also saw a gigantic section of ruins in the abyss. And some sacred mountain. Don't the Natlinese. That's the name of these people, the Natlinese. I like Natlander better, if I'm being honest. Natlinese call the volcano the sacred mountain. Could it be that what you saw has something to do with the volcano? Paimon can't shake the feeling that the person who united us with Beat really wants us to go there. Maybe that's where we'll find the answers to Beat's origin, maybe even meet his family. So, to catch up on everybody from what I remember about Beat, Beat is technically a special Saurian that we meet before we even... Well, as we enter in Natlan, we meet Beat. Or whatever you name the creature, because you can name it. And it's supposed to be a special one. Because of the marking on its head, but that special marking also means it's going to die soon. Paimon thinks we should keep an ear out for information about the volcano. Come to think of it, one of the 6 tribes of Natlan, the Collective of Plenty, I believe that's Varessa's, lives beside it, don't they? Maybe we can ask them for help. I knew there was going to be a cutscene. I freaking knew it. Ooh, I love this land. Ah, I see my target. That is a big Hilitroll. Wait, there's a war point. I missed the war point. I cannot miss the war point. There we go. I know I'm burning through my phlogiston, but I don't really care. I have to beeline first over to the map point, the Tower of the Seven. Ignoring. I really want it, but I'm ignoring it.
Bring it.
Because once the map is active, I'll be able to see where the bosses are that I need to farm. Because I really need to farm Effie, and I really need to farm Varessa and Aoife. Especially if I want to make Varessa my Electro DPS right now. Because what I'm finding is that relying on one specific element for DPS, like... Oh, are those the Sealies? They're little matadors. I love that. That's so cute. That's adorable. Oh my goodness. Whoop. Oh, you're one of the ones I need to farm, and you're all the way over there. I don't like you. How am I gonna get there? Okay, I passed one already. This is the one I need to do. The Lava Dragon statue. How do I get over here? Do I have any? I have 2. Also, for the first time, I did find a Shrine of the Depths for Natlin. Shiloh. I was amazed I never found one the first time. That's the wrong thing. Oh, also, I don't know if I kind of want to pull for Sangonomiya for this because she would be good for my team. The issue is this doesn't build pity for this. And I kind of need the pity to guarantee that I can get Skirk when she rolls around. Quickest route is back and to the right.
Bring it.
And by that I mean over the mountain. Because Sangonomiya would be a good support healer for my team. Ugh. The issue is it was such a massive pain in the butt to get Effie, and I don't want to rely on trying to win the 50-50. I really don't. I just don't know when Sangonomiya is going to be available next time, and that's something they do very annoyingly well, is making sure that you have... Oh my goodness, I didn't notice that was going to be a thing. Oh, I was being chased. I didn't even notice I was being chased. Oh, well, we're... Oh, that's a... Are you Electro? You look Electro-y. Another cutscene. Oh no, you're one of the dark things.
Rain cutter. Bring it. Hear the echoes of the valley. Overruled.
Where'd he go? Did he disappear? No, he went below me. How below me is below? Oh my goodness!
Rain outlines your fate.
I don't like these guys.
Transfixed. Think you can bully me?
Yeah, you're big and bad, and where are you going?
Let the mountain's veins boil! Let me read you a verse. Shake and stir! Laid bare. Bring it!
And this is why I really wanted to make sure I had Shiloh available. Why are there more of you? Just wanted to get that out of the way. Oh, no, sorry, lady, you're on your own. There's a volcano erupting. The volcano is straight up erupting. I repeat, the volcano is straight up erupting. Oh my goodness, this is what I guess people thought Natlan was originally going to be. Holy crap. No, the sky is falling. No, please, I choose life. Where is it? Oh, it is up there. Look at them roll. Look at how.
It didn't spew out anything too weird this time.
Look at how fast they were marching. I would say that maybe the volcano was possibly erupting. It looked like it was erupting. But I don't know. I might need a geologist to tell me. I'm traveling straight through Fatui front lines. Oh my goodness.
Bring it!
I can't wait to see what role the Fatui will have in that one. After Fontaine, anything will surprise me. Or rather, nothing will surprise me. But it'll still be, haha, Shrine of the Depths. Okay, so here's the issue. The boss is all the way over there. I might need to switch to Kaya for this one. Or... Oh, yeah, you'd actually be better off trying to find a volcanologist. Oh, hi, guys! Oh, hi! These things are launching things at me. What is this? What is this? You'd be better off finding a volcanologist. Yes, they have their own descriptor for people who specifically study volcanoes. But geologist, this sounds cooler. Can I even swim over there? Because there's a fog over there implying that there might not be a way for me to get over there without something warping me over there. I'm sorry, what does that sound? I heard a big, deep roar, grumbly thingy. It was deep and grumbly and it scared me. Natlan's environment is by far the prettiest to me, I'm not gonna lie. Everything feels so... What? Hello?
Bring it!
Okay, ow! Stop it. Oh, that's right. It does
This
that.
again.
Holy crap! This entire area is hell for me. Ow. Let me in, Will. Yeah, but they study more so the composition of Earth rather than the volcanic activity. I'm aware, I'm just being a doofus. That's a fish. How do I fight this?
Bring it!
Yeah, I need heals. This entire area is a nightmare. I don't know what I'm doing. Pizza, save me! So...
Think you can bully me?
Oh. Oh wait, do I have to stand under these stacks? I do! Okay. That's interesting. I like this kind of a fight. Oh no. Stop it! Leave me alone. Where's the thing? Where's the thing? There it is. No, wait, get over there. Get over there. The pale-colored dragon statue lowers its head. And blah, 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 blah. You do the thing. Congratulations, you succeeded.
These should be worth something. Go on, take it.
This sadly, however, did not get me to what I needed. But I'm learning and experiencing new things, so that's nice. Floppy. Floppy. Look at me roll! Look at me swim! I don't know if this is how I'm supposed to do this. This is terrifying. Oh, and the storm clouds are rolling in. Lovely! I figure go after the harder one first, because, well, the harder to get to one first, because then the easier one, quote unquote, is just a teleport away. Don't like the roaring sound, whatever that is making. Look at that, that's so pretty. I get to explore that later. I get to finally explore Natlan, I'm so excited. I'm happy. Okay, now where's the closest? This way. I need to get to the warp point. Oh, the roaring. I don't know what's doing the roaring in this area, but holy crap, it's unnerving. It feels like there's a giant monster around. I love it. I love that feeling.
Bring it.
It's one of the reasons I love Monster Hunter so much. I just love the feeling of just... There's the target. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna fight you, and it's gonna end poorly for me. Hi. What do you do? By using consecutive cryo attacks. I don't know why.
Rain outlines your fate.
Shake and stir. Diana special.
Witness the power of God. Hear the echoes of the bat. Overruled. Everlasting as the moon. Laid bare.
This is a cool one, actually. I like the way it looks. Oh, and it looks like it changes forms, too, depending on what's going on. Oh, hello. That's a slight problem with that game. Please, please, please.
Here. Shake and stir.
Oh.
Think you can bully me?
I thought she couldn't be
All right.
healed.
Look at you, Boomtail.
Letting brave names echo. Rain cutter. Rain outlines your fate. Transfixed.
Ooh, he's like a dragon head. I love it. So is he showing wear and tear as I fight him? No, I think that's a part of him.
Witness my rise. Overruled.
Know my sword.
Let the mountain flames boil. Laid bare.
Oh, okay, so I need...
Think you can bully me? Shake and stir.
Let me read you a verse. Rain outlines your fate.
Oh, no.
Think you can bully me? Diana special.
Overruled. Everlasting as the moon. Transfixed.
So I get the feeling that a character... Like, well, actually, no, this explains why Effie would be buffed by this thing. Because she's a cryo character. Yes! No! I like barrel punch. Barrel. Barrel. We gotta play Metal Gear, barrel. Barrel. Okay, and now more pizza. Okay, that is a event I've seen one. The problem I have with Shiloh is that she loses momentum while skating very quickly. Oh, wait. The entrance is back this way. It's in a cave that I gotta find.
Bring it.
Ooh, that was a lot of damage to Sheila. Alright, Kay, where are you? Aha, I found you. So if I remember right, this is a thing that Varese can break, but also these dragons can break. Gotta wait for the thing to... There we go. Oh no. Okay, now this one's gonna be unfun for me because my water dude has very poor cooldown time. I actually think I've fought this before in an event. Yeah, because the game's not giving me a new... This is a new enemy you face. Wait, did I want to trigger? It's a boss enemy. Are the boss enemies in this one, or are they a different one? Here we go. When it's in geo-human form... I don't know if that's bad or not.
Think you can bully me? Witness the power of Gwa. Letting great names echo.
So this is the dragon state.
Transfixed.
And then I immediately cool it down.
No, my sword.
So hitting it with any cryo attack while in that state causes it to immediately revert. Got it. But I am curious to see what happens if I'm standing in lava.
Witness my rise. Laid bare.
I want to see what overburn state looks like.
Rain outlines your fate.
Oh, it's water that does it too. Got it.
Bring it. Hear the echoes of the valley.
Yeah, the water makes sense. Technically speaking, the ice technically shouldn't make sense, but make it make sense.
Transfixed. Laid bare. This is
I want to see if overburn causes it to go down. Oh my goodness.
transfixed.
I'm close to seeing what overburn does. No, I've run out of pyro charge. Oh, wait, nope. I hit the wrong character. I think it exploded? It suddenly has a lot less health than I remembered having. But I might just be too good at dealing damage to it.
Overruled. Letting great names echo.
I want to see what your overdrive thing does. Let me see it. I'm gonna kill you before I see it. I'm too good at murdering monsters. Okay, but that's for Aoife and Varessa, so now I'm good with the bosses. Look at that. Okay, now we do bedtime story. We have to do bedtime story because that gives us #1 a free Kachina, which I can use to see the constellation, and it's been sitting in my freaking inventory since Natlan became a thing, so I want to get it out of my way.
Bring it.
We made it to Vamara Village. Why don't we talk to some of the villagers to learn a little bit more about the missing guy?
Oh yeah, there's a guy missing, that's why we're
This
here.
commission is really as challenging as Catherine made it out to be. We're gonna...
Sorry, Paimon. I gotta remember not to open menus when she's talking.
Hello there. You looking to buy something? I do business in this area.
Oh, no. We're adventurers. Catherine sent us to look into a commission here in Vamara Village.
Vermeer?
Ah, so you're here about that then. Ah, you're not the first, that's for sure. We've certainly made a lot of trouble for you all. To be honest, we aren't holding out much hope. Many adventurers have made their way out here, confident they'd be able to help us, only to leave soon after with nothing to show for their efforts. We've pretty much had it up to here in questions, and the area around the village has practically been overturned in search of clues. But no one has been able to make any headway.
Oh no.
So, this person we're looking for, what's his name? Where did he live? Does he have any relatives?
I don't know. I really have no clue. I couldn't tell you.
Okay, guess you are really sick of answering questions.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound short with you. I was actually just giving you my answer to your questions. I know it may seem like we don't have anything to offer by way of information, but I promise you, we all have a very strong impression of him. When you live in the same village as someone, you develop a lot of memories together, you know?
Was he false hydrid?
Just don't know the specifics. Maybe we did at one point, but that information is long gone by now.
Nah, if he was false hydrid, he wouldn't be remembered at all.
At least that's what everyone in the village seems to think. We've all exchanged what we know, and that was the only logical conclusion.
All right, specifics aside then, what kind of person was he?
Young guy, in his early 20s probably. Incredibly kind sort of person, always willing to lend a helping hand. I'd chat with him when I didn't have any customers. I even saw him stick out his neck for others on more than one occasion. Very interesting guy, that one.
Now that you've started talking about him, you don't seem nearly as down in the dumps as you did before. Seems like he left a pretty good impression on you.
But of course, everyone in the village.
I feel like
is
Paimon's
pretty
voice
fond of
actor
him.
has definitely
We
changed
wouldn't have issued
between
that commission otherwise.
Fontaine and Natlan. But also the biggest thing that makes me think that is last week we did one of the earliest story quests, and Paimon's voice is so high pitched, and now it's like mellowed out a lot.
There aren't many young people like him nowadays, so genuine and pure. To think that he just up and disappeared one day.
How's everyone doing
I
tonight?
just hope nothing bad happened.
Could he have just moved away without telling anyone?
How's everybody's
No,
night?
He's not the type to leave without saying goodbye. And anyway, moving away without being seen by a single person in the village, there's no way he would have been able to manage that.
Is everyone alive?
All right,
Is
thanks
the
for the
question.
information. We're gonna go ask around some more.
Or are we all dead?
Also, Lucy, I am... As much as it pains me, I am attempting to follow in your footsteps and be less cursy. Emphasis on attempting, because I can't make promises.
Is that guests I hear?
Hi, Grandpa Amadea. We're here to help you look for the guy that's
Amadea.
gone missing.
Ah, so that's what brings you to these parts. Coming all this way for our sake. That's
Is
so
he
very
secretly a
kind
black
of you.
man dressed in
With
Greg?
your help, I trust that young man's case
Sorry, I had
is
to make
in
the
good
joke.
hands.
Could you tell us a bit about him?
I've actually seen like
course.
one
I'm
Medea
happy
movie,
to
and it
help
really
any way
wasn't
I
that
can.
bad, but
With
it
my
wasn't that good in
failing
my opinion either.
eyesight, I'm afraid I can't offer much about his appearance, but I do remember
Wasn't my
hearing
cup of
the
tea, I
sound
think.
of his voice. Not recently, of course. That loss has left me feeling quite empty. I don't think his parents are still living in the village, but somehow he never seemed lonely. In fact, he was usually the one offering companionship to others.
This
He
guy
would
sounds like a
often
nice
take
guy.
time to visit the elderly or play with the orphans in the village. And whenever someone had something on their mind, he was there to listen with open
This guy
ears.
sounds like the parody
He
of
always
every
knew just what to say.
cartoon out there nowadays where there's always that one Mr. Perfect in town. I can't think of any characters' names right off the top of my head, but like there's always been at least one episode in every like modern cartoon series where there's this one character who's just pretty much flawless, is always a good guy and always doing the right thing for the right reasons.
As the village chief, I owe him many thanks. Helping villagers navigate difficult moments in their lives should have been one of my responsibilities, but he was often the one rising to the occasion.
Wow. He seems like such a nice and gentle person. No wonder his disappearance affected you all so much. But, you wouldn't happen to know any details about his name, address, or family situation, right?
I'm ashamed to admit it, but I just can't remember. No matter how you look at it, I should know those things. But for some reason, no matter how hard I try to remember, the information just doesn't come. Perhaps my
See,
age
that's
really has
alarming
caught
to
up
me
with me this
because there's two
time.
people now that said that.
It's okay. There's no need to force yourself to try and remember. We'll figure something out.
In fact, didn't the first guy just basically confirm that everybody in town is having that issue?
Well, Traveler, what do you think? Paimon thinks so too. Like, the name thing. It's so weird that no one remembers his name. And nobody has been able to tell us anything about his family or where he lived. It's like this guy's been erased from reality or something.
Is it weird that there's no music or anything playing right now while they're talking? Oh, there it is. Serendipity, thy name is irony. Timing, not irony, I'm dumb.
Wait, so you're saying it's not that he's been erased, necessarily, but more like he never existed to begin with?
Has he existed in the dreams of everybody?
Okay, Paimon's gonna need some time to process that one.
Is this a reverse false Hydra?
Someone who only exists in people's memories?
Could it be like what happened with Greater Lord Rukadevada? Like some sort of mass alteration of people's memories? Mind control!
You two are the adventurers who just arrived, right? You're here for the Vamara Village Commission?
Yes.
Yep, sure are. We were just looking into the case.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank goodness you haven't given up. I've been so worried the Adventurers Guild might cancel our commission. My name is Atosa, by the way. I grew up here in Vamara Village. Anyway, I just wanted to say, please keep searching for a missing villager. I'm begging you. You have to find him.
Yeah, no need to worry. We'll give it our best shot. So, were you close to the missing villager? Are there any leads you can give us?
I'm really hoping I can beat Natlin before
I'm not sure this counts as a lead, but follow me.
Naya comes out.
There's a place I'd like to show you.
And if I focus mainly on Natlin itself... I should be able to do it. Also, today's event, or like this week's event thing, it's just a battle type event, and I don't exactly like it, if I'm being honest. There's no story quest behind it or anything like that, that I'm aware of. But, like, it's just... You get certain characters, you fight certain enemies with it, try and get as many points as you can. Here's the factors on how you get points. It's not hard, but it's not easy either. It's kind of iffy for me.
Is this the place? Under this tree?
Yep. I know it doesn't look like much, but this place is very meaningful to me. It's so full of memories. We used to always sit together under this tree and talk. Sometimes we would look up at the clouds in the sky or stop to feel the wind against our skin. We could sit there for hours at a time, never realizing how long it had been. I was actually adopted by the people of Vulfhart village. The forest rangers found me in the woods as a child. I was surrounded by such good people, and growing up in the village was so lively. Still, there were times when I couldn't help but feel incredibly alone.
Alone?
How should I put it? When something's bothering you, or when you have good news to share, you always want to talk about it with somebody. But for the longest time, I didn't know who I could talk to, or if I should say anything at all. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. Even if I might want to confide in others, I don't want to become a burden.
Oh my goodness, this lady is me for real, for real.
Really? You know exactly how I feel? Wow, that sounds really nice. You're quite lucky. When it comes to our missing villager, well... I guess you could say that to me. He felt like both a family member I could rely on and a friend who could really understand me. No matter what came my way, I knew I could always talk to him. He was so thoughtful and pure, and patient too. Whenever I talked to him, he would always seem so interested, as if the things I was describing were just as important to him as they were to me. Ever since he disappeared, there's been so much I wanted to tell him. No, none of those things matters now. I just really want to see him again.
Wow, you two must have been really close. Did he ever tell you anything about himself?
He mostly just talked about interesting things he saw around the village. He'd share a lot of his own wild ideas as well. Oh, right! I did ask him about his parents once. But all he said was, they're not here anymore.
Can't wait to see the dark turn Natlin storyline is going to take.
Left the village or passed away, and I didn't want to pry.
Still not much to go off of.
Look at me. Talking your ear off and still nothing to show for it. I'm sorry I wasn't more help. The last time I talked this much in one go was when we were still together. Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Well, time always seems to pass slower when you're relaxed, right? What's wrong, Traveler?
Based on what we've learned, there's no regular missing persons case. But Atosa just told us time could be the key to unraveling this whole mystery. Oh look, hilly trolls! Let's go murder them.
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Doesn't it seem like they're acting a little strange? The Abyss Order. Could they be the ones behind all of this? Uh-oh, we've been spotted! Quick, get ready to fight!
Is the person actually behind it an Abyss Order member?
You can bully me!
Let me lead you up. Bring it.
Just in disguise? Kind of triggers a freaking thing. Oop, I think he's. Oh my goodness, there are 3 of them!
This is where
I like how the game breaks every now and again when I activate Arle's abilities. Because if she's in the middle of one of the
No, my sword!
swing attacks and I do her ult, she just kind of does a little Michael Jackson lean before straightening back up.
Thank you so much. I wasn't expecting monsters to show up.
Thank you so much, you saved me as the entire field was on
I'm not
fire.
sure what I would have done.
It was no trouble.
Now that I think about it, the hilly trolls around Vilmara village have been a lot more active lately. They seem agitated and would often attack anything in sight. Chief Amadea doesn't allow the children to play in the area around the village anymore.
Macy allowed it at all because hilly trolls are there.
Really is involved. Well, we should head back and check out the situation in Vimara village just in case. If the Abyss Order is plotting something that could spell trouble for the villagers.
That would be weird if it was an Abyss Order member.
Wait a second. The person... It's Dainslev!
Ah, it's you two.
Hello, Dan.
Oh, a friend of yours?
This man's got the drip.
Well, I'll leave you all to it then. I should head back to the village and check up on Chief Amadea and the others anyway. Well, see you later.
Yep, see you later, Atosa!
I think I realize why people make up new words. Or new phrases like drip, for real, no cap, all that stuff. Because too many, like, advertisers and stuff like that, like, too many things don't like the curse words anymore. So they have to make up their own nonsense that makes them feel good when they say it. I think that's part of the issue.
Why do you always have to pop up out of nowhere like that? Is it your life's mission to jump scare us or something?
It's hardly personal, or intentional for that matter. As long as you and I are both in pursuit of the Abyss Order, we're bound to cross paths.
This is what, the third time I run into Dane?
The Abyss Order then. That would explain the monsters you were fighting just
First
now.
time in Mondstadt, second time in Liyue.
Naturally. Hold on. Are you not here for the same purpose? No matter.
Did I run into
It
him
may
in
have taken you a
Sumeru?
while to catch on, but I'm sure you've also realized by now that there's something strange about this place. The Abyss Order is most certainly planning something in this area.
And I haven't run into him in Fontaine, which is
worse.
weird.
Their plan could already be in motion.
So you think the Abyss Order is behind the hilly trail activity in the area?
Okay,
As
but we have a
things
missing
stand,
person to worry about too?
I highly doubt that is their primary motive. I would imagine the increased hilly trail activity is merely a byproduct of whatever it is they're really trying to accomplish.
Still, the hilly trail activity is causing a lot of problems for the people here. We should stick around for a while and protect the village, don't you think?
The best way to protect them is by figuring out what the Abyss Order is truly planning. That is how we prevent further tragedy.
Alright, the main reason I wanted to do bedtime stories is because I couldn't do the quest to get Sumeru's sigil tree unlocked. Because there's somebody in freaking bedtime story that's locked behind it. And the quest I need to do that apparently needs to be either in the same area that this quest takes place, or what. But either way, I hate it.
And you shall have them. I never intended to hide anything from you. Don't worry. There should be ample time to talk.
Dane's leaving. Return to Vamara Village to gather intel based on what you've learned. No, I didn't read it. No, the moon. I'm becoming a werewolf.
So that was the commission that brought you here to Vimara Village. Someone who seems to only exist in people's memories. That is indeed quite intriguing. I would agree that it's unlikely you have a simple missing persons case on your hands. However, any possible connection to the Abyss Order is still unclear. It appears all we have by way of clues is increased hilichurl activity, and that is certainly not much to go off of.
Right! That mysterious voice he heard in his sister's memory. The one who called himself a sinner. Who is he?
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you? I sense hesitation in your words. After all, you still haven't figured out the whole truth of what happened.
Indeed.
There's still hope for the two of you to reconcile. Irreparable damage has not yet been done. The sinner you wish to know about, his situation is different. He and his fellow sinners have long betrayed me, and long betrayed their nation. His name is Vedrfolnir, the Visionary. I'm loath to admit it, but he is also my kin.
Ew.
My older brother.
Sibling drama.
Brother?
There were 5 of them, the 5 sinners of Kanria. The wise Roptatir, the visionary Vedrfolnir, Gold Rhindaughter, the foul Sertologi, and Rehir of Solnari, Rerir.
Wait. These are the names given to us by Skirk.
No matter how eroded my memory may become, I will never forget their names.
I don't like the screen glitching.
One day, I shall have my vengeance.
Wait, some of those names sound really familiar. Rhindaughter is the one who created Albedo. Sertologi is Skirk's master. And the one we just learned about, Dane's brother, Vedrfolnir. If he was the voice of the sinner, then the one who inspired Clothar to create the Abyss Order was him.
If that's true, then those stone slates we found at the ruins of in the Rune of Fontaine, the ones that outlined, that was likely Vedrfolnir's doing as well.
They were once people of great esteem in Kanria. Those who carried the hopes of the nation. They were the best of their peers, outstanding in their respective fields. 6 of us, together. We should have been the ones to prevent the disaster. The ones to stop the Vinster King from continuing to rock the foundation of the world. Yet, deep within, the 5 of them craved something more. They could not resist the call of the Abyss, and divided among themselves a power that could destroy the world. So they became sinners, but also transcendent beings, each in possession of world-shattering power. And when the cataclysm occurred, not one of them stood up in defense of their nation. Not one came forward to prevent the tragedy, and for that, they shall never have my forgiveness. Indeed, if they are not stopped, the day is sure to come when they will also betray the entire world. Of course, as I said, I never intended to hide anything from you.
So, Dane, what have you been looking into all this time?
I'm scared.
I've continued to investigate the questions surrounding the Loom of Fate. It's been quite some time since the initial operation was launched. By retrieving the eye of the first field tiller, we were able to stop part of their plan from coming to fruition.
Oh, Paimon remembers! Weren't they going to use it to corrupt Osial and make a god or something?
Indeed. However, it's obvious that was just some sort of technical experiment. The eye was integral to their plan, yet somehow, despite failing to obtain it, they've skipped the experimental phase and found some other way to keep moving forward. There are many signs pointing to that effect.
Then what should we do? It's not too late, is it?
Our most pressing concern
This is
is to
weird.
determine the purpose of the Loom of Fate. From there, we'll be able to deduce
Oh,
the
I'm
Abyss
seeing it.
Order's true objective. Based on the intel I've gathered so far, I suspect the Loom of Fate is related to the ley lines in some way.
The ley lines?
Traveler, you were able to observe your siblings' memories last time, yes? I believe that was due to the fact that the ley lines in that area were unstable. My recent investigation
Yeah, we
has
dealt with
shown that
Dane and
Abyss Order
Sumeru.
activity in a particular area is usually followed by a series of issues with the ley lines.
Wait, then our commission here in Vimara Village. The person who seems to exist only in people's memories. Could it be connected?
That would be weird.
It's certainly possible. I'll join your investigation tomorrow. This missing persons case could very well turn out to be the key to unraveling these mysteries.
Well, if we're teaming up with Dane again, we're gonna need all the energy we can get. Let's try investigating somewhere a little further away tomorrow.
Like, I'm scared to face these 5. Because it sounds like they're trying, like, they almost rival the Archons in terms of power.
Oh, so tired. Paimon used way too much brain juice yesterday. It's all Dane's fault saying all that complicated stuff. Well, let's go find Dane. We've got a lot to do today.
At least we know we're not in a past memory, because Paimon's here. Pardon me? Oh, damn it.
Dane?
Darn it.
Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here? Did something happen?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Oh,
No.
young guy? Early 20s? Seriously, Dane, what's going on?
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Memories of him.
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream or something?
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories. Memories that suddenly appeared in my mind after I woke up.
I can see why this is called
I'm
Bedtime
certain
Story.
I've never met this person before. I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
What?
That's bad.
Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then.
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability to implant memories into the minds of others.
That's a terrifying ability. Okay, so, like, that's a terrifying ability. If you don't believe me, read the Fullbring arc of Bleach, and you will see why that is such a terrifying ability. Like, legitimately, it is one of the most horrific abilities if you know how to use it.
Wait then. All the memories the villagers have of him, could they be fake too? Maybe they never knew him at all. But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain the eye of the first field tiller. They haven't stopped searching for it. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps implanting that particular memory was an attempt to interfere with my mind in some way. Your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss Order is capable of altering reality like that just yet.
I don't like the just yet
However,
you added there.
Considering their single-minded pursuit of the Eye, I would say an equal level of caution is in order on our part. Come with me. We must check whether the Eye is still in our possession.
Oh, so you're going to take us to where you hid it?
That's a point.
Of course.
Where has he hidden it? Wow, that is over near. That's over by the chasm. I need to shave my face.
Bring it!
My face is itchy. Why is my face itchy? Because of facial hair.
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure.
That looks like an eye.
Let's go check to see if it's safe.
Wait, it's a trip.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Hey, wait up!
Poor Paimon's out of the loop. A Yaya domain. Path of Revelation. Level 90, I'm gonna die. Well, I got Pyro, so that's all I need. Just gonna brute force it. I will say, I do like that about the game. For the most part, I will say in Sumeru, it is definitely required for some of the domains that you have to have a specific element, otherwise you can't progress. Namely, Dendro and Electro, I think it was, for the two that I did. Which sucked because I didn't have a good Dendro character for world interaction. Kanich is great in combat, but world interaction, he's kind of useless outside of that one. Well, I say that. Like, he's kind of useless with, like, shooting, like, orbs and stuff like that, because his thing requires a latch on, not a like a bow or an arrow or like a launching a beam or something like that. But for the most part, everywhere else, it's really nice that you don't need the elements. They just make your life easier. The only times I've actually seen it be a necessity is when you have to deal with the slimes. So the slimes are the ones that are like the biggest issue because they have an immunity to their element.
It appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
And that's true for every element. So you kind of need a different character's element. Which is why Pyro Slimes have been a big issue for me, because when I use Arle, her damage output is Pyro-based, so because of their immunity to Pyro, I can't deal proper damage to them without Jinque's ability kind of stacked on it. Which thankfully I can use Shiloh for that kind of counter, but like... If I know I'm going to be farming Pyro Slimes for something like I don't know, upgrade materials for a weapon, I want to use a character who is... Oh, I like these puzzles. I want to use a character that is like hydro-based or cryo-based, something that can take them out without too much issue.
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light.
I like this puzzle.
That should unlock the mechanism.
That was overtly easy.
The door's open. Let's go.
That was way
Our
too easy.
destination is just up ahead.
I'm sad that wasn't harder. That was overtly not an okay sound.
Looks like we can't go any further.
So where's the trap?
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the abyss.
Are you sure it's not you? Hello? Are you cryo?
Abyss Order! They're here!
If you're cryo, you're in trouble.
Thank you for pulling me!
Bring it! No, my sword! Witness the power of Google. Overruled.
Vanguard of Newborn Fate. Oh no, I'm absolutely... Yeah, you're definitely cryo. You're dead, buddy.
Everlasting as the moon. Transfixed.
I have noticed that there is some form of elemental, like, hierarchy. Almost. Can you take this, please? So obviously, fire is really good against ice. Ouch. But cryo and... So pyro is good against cryo. But obviously,
Just as I
electro...
suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here. Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see...
Dane? What's wrong?
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing.
Ripperoni the
I
cryo
wasn't
dude,
feeling.
right?
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place. The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect you might finally have the opportunity to locate the missing villager. Just think of it as a way to divide and conquer.
But like I said, I believe that there's some form of elemental hierarchy. Like Pokemon, almost. So what are you going to reveal to us, game? I don't like the ominousness of this. Oh, wait, is this one of the 7? Is this one of the 5? Nope, it's my sister.
I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
You risked your safety and that of the Eye? That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle,
Any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say, but if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
I like the sword. That's what I'm missing. I'm missing my sibling. But anyways, obviously each and every element reacts to each other in one way or another.
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack.
Pyro reacts with...
We better hurry back to Vimara Village and see what's going on.
I think Pyro reacts with all of them, actually.
Hey, look at those hilly trails over there. Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so calm all of a sudden?
Because they had a Snickers bar.
In the new world, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
Did you hear that? What was that sound just now? It sounded so gentle. Could that voice be comforting the hilly trails in some way?
It's the person that was missing.
This is weird. Let's check if this is happening anywhere else.
It's the person that was missing. But, Pyro, I feel, is better against ice. Ice is better against water. Water is better... No. Wait. Ice is better against Electro. Cryo is better against Electro, I mean. Pyro is good against Cryo. Cryo is good against Electro. Electro is good against... Hydro. Hydro is good against Pyro. But there's also some unique interactions between Dendro and Geo for all of them. Because I think Geo also deals more damage to Electro things.
Looks like the same thing is happening over here too.
They're being told a bedtime
The hilly
story.
trails are calm.
You see, we're both still here.
Give me one moment. And back.
We've reclaimed an endless amount of time to love. Release your tears. You no longer need to hold back your sorrow.
Ooga booga booga. Ooga booga booga.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, he whispered softly,
And I think Dendro does better against Hydro as well.
"Sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people. When you awake, that which differentiates us shall be no more."
It almost sounds like a poem or some kind of story. Well, now that the hilly trails have calmed down, Vimara Village should be safe at least. Let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance to find the missing villager, so we should head back to Vimara Village before it's too late.
Oh, I can't teleport.
Bring it!
I have to skate my way over there.
seems to be up to something nearby.
The Abyss Order? This is the first I'm hearing of it. Thank you for your concern, but as far as I'm aware, it's been business as usual here in the village.
Well, that's good to hear. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues about the missing villager while we were gone, did you?
Someone's gone missing, you say? Who would that be?
I hate this.
Huh? Well, you know, the young guy from Vamara Village. The one you've been looking for all this time. You posted a commission with the Sumeru Adventurers Guild. That's kind of the whole reason we're here, actually. Your missing persons commission.
Ah, I do apologize, you two. I hope I'm not worrying you too much. I'm sure it's just my age making me forgetful again. At least right now, I can't seem to recall whatever it is you're referring to. Perhaps you should
I don't
try
like this.
asking someone else.
But how is that? All right. Thanks for your help, Grandpa Amadea.
I don't like that.
Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Amadea about the missing villager. There's no way he could have forgotten all about him just like that. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again? You're right. We should narrow down the possibilities first. Let's go ask someone else then.
Rhymes with grug? Ugh? Ugh, rug? Lug? Nug. If it's something you can't say in stream, DM me.
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. If you're certain that's what I said, then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you say he's gone missing? Yeah, I just saw him leave the village. There was someone else with him, too. They couldn't have gone far.
Oh! I'm goofing Rinmain Grug from the Crudes in Roblox, and whenever anybody said something, they just played the soundboard of Grug saying rhymes with Grug.
And apparently he
Even if
just
it didn't
died.
rhyme with Grug.
Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories, but that we've somehow returned to a time before he went missing?
I doubt Return to the Past would be that simple, given everything that Dane mentioned with the ley lines. So I think what's happening here is that whenever somebody... Okay, so whenever this guy disappears, everybody realizes that he's disappeared, and so they mark him as missing. But when he comes back, it's like he never left.
If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now. If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, that could explain... Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukadevada. No one remembers.
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the leyline disturbances. We're in someone else's memory.
I feel like that would be difficult.
You your sibling's memory last time.
Never mind. I forgot we've done it before.
That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all. Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? We might not have that much time, and we don't even know whose memory this is.
I've realized something minorly disturbing. Technically speaking, with how they're talking... Oh, wait. I think I just explained it myself. Okay, so technically speaking, if you were to go through somebody's memory, you would only really have access to a specific amount of space in that person's memory, because, like, at this point in time, if somebody were to look through my eyes in my memory, they would really only see the room I'm in. And they wouldn't see anything else beyond that because, number one, I can't see through walls. So they can't see through walls. They can't see the space behind it. I can use my memory to remember what's behind a wall, but, like, that's kind of Inception levels of thing there, but, like, still. So I think what's happening is that the ley lines kind of build the world around it, since technically speaking we are in the ley lines memory. Or it combines everybody's memories into one solid simulation. Which would be so trippy!
Good idea! That'll help us narrow things down.
I still feel like there would be some
Figured out
gaps
that
in
the
it, though.
missing villager has the ability to... Right! That! Can we try to figure out more about him using what we know of his ability? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would somehow give him away?
If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That would make it much harder to avoid suspicion.
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That must mean time isn't passing! That's the tell of the fake memories! The implanted memories are basically taking place outside of the regular 24 hours of the day. If the memories included the regular passage of time, it would be easy for people to tell that something was off.
I love how they implanted this type of logic earlier in the quest. I didn't notice it right away. I felt like I should have noticed it right away. But, well, I did notice it right away, but I had the concern of, like, okay, something's wrong. Like, the world is doing something. No, I didn't think it was this guy doing it. I love that kind of...
Like, there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things at the same time of day. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific moment in time rather than over a period of time.
The color of the sky coincides with the moment in time
I already
she
knew this one.
described.
I'd figured that out long before the second thing.
Oh, right! That's exactly what Atosa described!
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk, just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it felt like we'd been talking for hours, the sun would still be at the same position in the sky.
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely Atosa's memory. Yeah, that's where they'll be.
It's so weird to me that this is one person. This is one person's memory. That's so weird to me. Because obviously, like, traveling through a person's memory isn't a actual science. It's not something we can actually do. It's always, like, in fiction. So obviously it's open to interpretation how much of the world that person remembers would be a thing. But it feels like it wouldn't be as detailed as it is. Who are you?
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks like that out of habit. She's not trying to scare the children on purpose. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't. You could also just...
He's a Conrian.
talk about what you think of me?
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman. you'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
We finally found him, but why does he look kind of familiar? He's a Conrian!
Oh, right. This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet.
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh?
She has a crush on
Yeah.
him.
Okay. I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
Poor Atosa. Poor Conrian dude.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
Wait. Care-Bear! It's Care-Bear!
Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of fate. You're Bear Alberic.
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before.
This is adult Care-Bear!
I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? Your sibling's memory. You saw the me from back then. This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her, but I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come, let's find somewhere else to talk.
Yeah. I hate the mind games. I can't read any of that. Put that in a language I can understand, please. I'm dumb. Oh, pretty. This game has such gorgeous visuals. I love it. Whip, 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 whip. Now the question is Care-Bear evil?
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world, after all. As you well know. It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now, the time has finally arrived.
Rare opportunity for me as well. I should try and learn as much information.
Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. And a degree of abyssal power that defies comprehension. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become the loom of fate. But, despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the loom of fate. I was merely used as a means for its construction. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion.
Don't do the fading thing. I hate it. It's so ghostly.
The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant of consciousness left over within the loom of fate.
Care-Bear's dead. That's why he no longer exists outside of people's memories.
As for your question, the loom of fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines. In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But As more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own.
Oh, that's
Once
terrifying.
fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world. Yes, I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life.
So the memories that suddenly appeared in Dane's mind were implanted by Care Bearer through a half-finished Loom of Fate. That makes sense, but I'm still lost as to why he went so far as to introduce himself.
Ah, that. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. Not only for everyone in the village, but for you as well. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if I had a chance at life.
Yeah, because technically speaking, his chance at life was ruined and taken away from him. Does only existing in a person's memory really counts living?
I know what you must be thinking. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. What other people would think of me. Chief Ahmadiyya, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life. Even if
I saw that.
Even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago. Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness.
It's gotta be torture.
And the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up.
In the end, this all stems from the tragedy that occurred to Conria back then.
I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. But, well, that's not possible for me. I know.
Well, now that I found you, let's continue this conversation some other time. Dane might need my help.
Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should already be settled on his end. Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you in my consciousness like this can only mean one thing. The Loom of Fate has already been completed.
Oh, that's terrifying.
No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he? His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the princess. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan. That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already. Before you two entered that false location.
Oh, so he was bad.
Wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
So Dane froze back then. It was because a false memory was being implanted in his mind. No
That
wonder.
was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye.
Okay, but why? Not sure there's anything we could have done.
I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but I truly have no idea what the princess is planning. Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, and my goal, at least, has been achieved. You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your siblings.
Are you bad or good? I can't tell.
After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form, I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story. That this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears. Even if just for a moment. My goal was simple. To use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls.
Oh.
In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. It was a story of fairy tales and love. But more than anything,
So anti-hero.
it was the story of us.
Got it. I'm less mad about that, but still kind of... He had a device so powerful as the Loom of Fate at his disposal. All I wanted to do was to offer a moment of
I
comfort and
can't
peace.
change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer. All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the Loom of Fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on all this time. But now, the bedtime story is finished. And it's finally time to rest.
Like, this is somewhat sad. And I feel bad for him. But also a world-destroying weapon has been put into the hands of the Abyss Order. They do storytelling so very well.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time.
Oh, is this the moment where people were saying that Hoyo needs to stop blue-balling us?
Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too.
I mean, you had an opportunity to hug us and you just pointed a sword at us.
Well, how about a conversation? The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't you agree? That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even after 500 years. The loom of fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time before the heavenly principles awaken.
Okay.
Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria. There's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Yes, such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation. However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. We just don't know when that will be, or what might trigger it. You could say that. Just
I mean, I do too.
Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about the heavenly principles are too complicated to explain.
Sometimes all you
in
need
just a
is
few
one
words.
example. I love...
You're
love...
the only one in this world who calls me that.
Oh, that's right. His actual name's Aether. I love that our hairs are kind of mirrored a little bit. So the male hair obviously has the ponytail, but has like shorter bangs, whereas the female doesn't have a ponytail but has the longer bangs.
There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me. Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean...
I miss you too, Aether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer.
That's not terrifying in any way, shape, or form.
Aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here.
Lovely.
Everything in space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
That's in no way disturbing shape or form. Corpus blazes. This game really sucker punches you. I'm free! Where am I going? What is my mission? Freaking blazes. Wait, can I force it, please? There. I wanted to force it because I think I'm almost done. I don't think I have much longer to do for the bedtime story quest.
Still so sleepy. Paimon's head feels all fuzzy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that they saw us sleeping near the village yesterday. They couldn't wake us up no matter how hard they tried, so they decided to just bring us back here. Oh, and Dane came by just now. It looked like he was injured. He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were all right and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but that's Dane for ya. Let's think for a second. We were in that memory, and we saw that guy you called Curry Bear. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon...
Where did Paimon go after that? Did she just get, like, zonked out, not allowed to see anything? Poor Paimon. She gets blue ball by everything.
Wait, really? What a score! Well, what happened after that?
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Oh, right, Baharum.
Bayram? You sure seem happy.
Bayram.
Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. Wasn't anything good or bad, I'd say. It's just that, well, the village organized another search party yesterday. It didn't feel right to leave all the searching to the adventurers. So there we were, searching away, when suddenly this one guy said it all came back to him. According to him, one day around dusk, he was passing by this one tree outside the village, and he saw our missing villager. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. It looked like quite a happy family, apparently. And after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Kind of strange that we forgot all about it for so long.
So that's how Carrie Bear said his goodbyes. That was the last memory he gave them.
And we also remembered his name, Curry Bear.
Curry Bear.
Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner. Well, I hope he's happy wherever he is. And we're all relieved now that we know what happened.
Poor Tuna.
Seems like everyone thinks Curry Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now. Paimon wonders how Atusa's doing. Maybe we should go check on her. If she hasn't remembered like everyone else, we can tell her what happened. Paimon didn't see her in the village just now, so she's probably at the tree. Come on, let's go talk to her.
She's probably very sad, and I feel bad for her. She had a crush on him.
Hey, Atosa, how's it going?
Oh, it's you two. I was just about to go looking for you. I wanted to thank you. I was part of the search party, so I remember what happened to Kari Bear now. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important. He always seemed to appear out of nowhere, and now he left just as quickly. If Kari Bear wants me to forget about the time we spent together, then I'm willing to try. I relied on him for a lot of things, but I'm sure with enough time, even the deepest of attachments can fade. Okay, I'll admit. I'm just putting on a brave face. I was dumped, wasn't I? Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without saying goodbye? You don't need to comfort me. I'll be okay. It's just like Kari Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, maybe he'll come back and see me one day.
I doubt it.
Anyway, thanks for all your hard work, you two. I promised I'd help Granny Jahiet with something, so I should head back. Goodbye.
Well, that should be it, right? Everyone's lives can go back to normal now. Oh, right! Weren't you about to tell Paimon what happened after your conversation with Kari Bear?
There's something in his pocket.
Sure. Where'd that come from? Let Paimon see.
You must get along with each other, the two of you. Cara Bear, you're such a jerk. I love it. Oh, why'd that make me laugh so much? I love it. That's so funny to me. I may be dead, but you better start behaving, you two. I will come back to life.